Alright guys, coming at you again with another DGAF production. I wanted to shed a light on some situation that I was recently in here with my truck. The 7.3, of course, is a diesel engine. It runs off glow plugs instead of spark plugs. I recently had an issue with a cold start. My glow plugs themselves wouldn't heat up. Me not being new to a diesel engine, but new to a diesel engine, I mean, I had another truck prior to this one, which I was in an accident, ended up flipping. That's a story for another day. But I recently purchased this truck back in October, and I think the guy that I purchased it from didn't do much maintenance to the vehicle, so I'm having to backtrack and take care of some things that should have been taken care of, considering the truck has 330,000 miles on it. But the issue that I was having was with cold starts. You turn the key on, the wait to light start would come on, but when it went off, the truck would just turn over and over and over and over. And I mean, eventually it would just turn over till the batteries died. I mean, considering it was like 10 degrees outside, the fucking motor was cold and it wouldn't start. But I did some research and looked into it because I don't like to just ask questions. I do research before I do ask questions. And come to find out, my glow plug relay had went out. So, I mean, it was middle of the week. I only have Mondays off. So I tried to figure out a way to be able to use my vehicle until Monday when I could have the relay changed. And come to find out, if you look here, not this relay, but this one right here, this is your glow plug relay. This is your constant hot from the battery. This is your feed. And I'm not sure, I think it's this one is your line from the PCM, and this may be a ground. Not exactly sure on these two. But I know this is your constant battery feed, 12 volts, and this is the feed that goes to the glow plug harnesses themselves. If you take like a pair of channel, I used a pair of channel locks because they were long enough for me where I didn't have to crawl up in the engine bay. But if you take a pair of channel locks, you can jump from here to here, and that will manually bypass the glow plug relay and allow you to heat up your glow plugs so that you can get your vehicle to start. I mean, it worked for me temporarily. It's not something that I would continue to do on regularly. I think the relay itself run me about $75 here at my local Advance. It took me 3.5 minutes to change it. I mean, I think it's 2, 1, 2, maybe 3. I don't remember exactly. I know 2 for sure right here. You undo those 2 bolts. You undo these 4 nuts. Take the wires off, drop the new one on, screw it down. I mean, that's pretty much it on as far as replacing the relay itself. But I mean, if you're in a pinch and you need to get somewhere, you can totally just jump across those 2, and it will heat up the glow plug so that you can get the vehicle started. I recommend changing that relay as soon as possible. While I had it down, taken apart, I went ahead and changed the glow plugs and the valve cover gaskets. Only reason I changed the gaskets because they have the harness themselves made into the gasket. And like I said, the guy that had the truck before me, I don't think he did much maintenance itself to the vehicle. So I'm trying to catch it up. It's got 8 new glow plugs, new valve cover gaskets, new glow plug relay. The wire coming from the PCM to the relay itself was actually not broke, but broke. It was kinked up and it was about to break, so I went ahead and we had that fix that, put the wire back together correctly. Ever since then, you know, wait start light comes on, boom, boom, fires right up. After that, I had problems with the batteries. They were just old, tired, so we went ahead, got new batteries. Nothing fancy, just your average, whatever O'Reilly's batteries. I mean, boom, boom, fires right up. So I ain't got no complaints. But if you're ever in a pinch, you know, you can totally just jump across those 2 posts right there. Once again, it's this one and this one on the back relay. Jump across those 2, and the truck will fire right up. After, of course, about 30. I held it on for about 30 seconds, just long enough to about the wait to start light time. But yeah, just if you're ever in a pinch, you go ahead and try that. That'll definitely help you rule out issues with the vehicle. But yeah, y'all have a good night. Appreciate your watch.